Hey everybody, welcome to
Sockeytome.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Sockeytome, the podcast that connects people to people. I'm here with Keebler.
Hey everybody, how's it going?
Not bad.
Not bad. That's good. I'm here with the prophet.
That's right.
He's bringing us all together again, as usual.
No shredetto. Today we're going to be diving into life as a single dad after a divorce.
Boy, we got stories.
No, we got stories for days. Mine are still happening.
Yeah.
At least you're out of yours.
Mine are over. Well, so far they're over. You know, I got remarried and got a lovely wife. You guys probably heard her, Mrs. Keebler.
Mrs. Keebler. Hi, Miss Keebler.
Hi, honey.
So today we're going to just talk about how it went for you and me. And then I want to try and engage the audience into saying, oh, yeah, that happened to me too. Or something like this happened. Something like that happened. So start with you. Go ahead.
All right. Well, got divorced about 22 years ago, roughly. And my kids were young, probably the same age as your son when you first got divorced.
The creature?
Yeah.
That's what we call him here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's not the creator, it's the creature.
The creature? That guy. Well, anyway, I remember there was some trials and tribulations and it was a big learning curve. Number one, I never did the laundry. And that was an eye-opener. And I had to learn, how to put stuff in different categories. Whites stay with the whites, and you can't put sorry, daughter, one of your cotton sweaters in the dryer.
No, Dad, I can't breathe.
Yeah. Well, it became one of the doll's toys, their clothing, you know what I mean? But one good story I had was we're making dinner one night, and I really didn't have much going on. So I go, honey, go pull something out of the pantry. She comes out with a box of mac and cheese. I'm like, oh, cool. All right, this should be easy enough. So it gets on the stove. I go over there and stir it, blah, blah, blah. And I go back over, put it in a bowl, and I said, time to eat. Casey, time to eat. Happens to be her name as well as our co-host.
Mm-hmm.
And I says, she gets down, sits at the table, and she looks at it. She goes, Dad, what's wrong with this? I go, there's nothing wrong with it. She goes, why is it dark brown? She goes, isn't it supposed to be orange? I'm like, yeah, I guess you're right. So I go over to the box. It was 8 years expired.
Oh, my God.
I go, holy crap, I'm so sorry. So, number one, I said, let's get in the car. We're going to McDonald's. I come back. I go to the pantry. I start doing a little inventory. Next thing you know it, following day, I go to the supermarket. I got a $400 bill because half the stuff in my pantry was expired. Oh, my good God. True story.
Holy shit. That's disgusting.
It was a putrid brown that you've never... You know how it's supposed to be like the light orange and creamy? Not even close.
I gotta pull myself together. There are no maggots or anything?
No.
Oh, thank God.
That's one story.
Oh, this both of our stories are going to unfold as we go along because it's the topics and the theme of the show. But
yeah,
mine is I'm back to where I was. It's no different, and I don't know. I think I can explain why later. But
okay,
I was married,
right,
to a person that had a child, and I had a child.
Yep,
and it was really we just took care of our kids, and yet taxes and insurance were there.
Right,
that was it. Anyway, it's an emotional roller coaster.
Oh, yeah.
To get divorced.
Absolutely.
And yours is probably easier than mine. And I'm saying that only because of what I'll tell you in a minute. But how did you deal with it?
Well, mine was actually a lot easier. And I'm going to tell you why. Because fortunately, I'm not going to say a great ex-wife, but a good ex-wife who understood what being divorced meant. And we had a 4 days on, 3 days off. We had joint custody, and she refused child support.
Good for her.
Yeah.
Proud of her.
Because she knew deep down, and I think she had a little push from my ex-mother-in-law. Shout out to Mrs. Z, and hope you're doing well. She's recovering from a bout of cancer, so prayers to her. But anyway, yeah, I had it. I'm not going to say easy, but I'm easier than most because I got to stay in my house and didn't have to move in with relatives, because being by yourself on a single income, is rough, and I'm sure you know that.
Oh yeah.
So, I mean, I know you have your own business,
Mhm.
which probably helps, but I was a blue collar guy, and 40 hours a week, and that only goes so far
Exactly.
with the bills. But yeah, so I made out that way very well.
Good.
And I did my share, she did her share, and we made it work for the kids.
That's the most important thing.
Right.
And very few people can do that.
Right.
So kudos to her.
Yep.
That's great, 'cause
I agree.
I shouldn't say most women, because I don't even know the
We don't know the
statistics of
right,
it.
exactly.
But it does seem like, at least perceptually, that women are more like that than men.
Right.
And men are like always the ones that are getting kicked.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
nobody gives any credit to women like that
Right. You're exactly right.
that don't do it.
Yep.
Because that's where the kids get hurt.
Right.
And really, in a divorce, it's all about the children. Not you,
I agree.
not your
I
ex-wife.
agree.
It's
Yep.
kids.
So yeah, we tried to keep it, be compatible and just get along for the kids, and it worked.
Mine was a little different, only because I didn't have that adjustment period.
Right.
I went from the divorce to fucking court.
Yeah. That
Yeah. So
that's a tough one.
that was a tough one.
Yep.
And I was in it. So now I'm in all of these programs and stuff because of the court and all that stuff. And
Yeah.
that'll be a different episode.
Did you? Let me ask you a question. Did you have to do a parenting program when you first got divorced? Is that still like a Connecticut thing?
But no, because each one was ours.
Oh, okay.
We didn't have any together.
Gotcha.
So no, that wasn't necessary. But I'm still in programs. I'm not even sure why.
Right.
But besides that, it's different episode.
Yeah.
Now I forgot where I was going with this. We got divorced. What was I saying?
You were taking care of your own kids.
Yes, I forgot what I was going to. I'll remember it. But nothing has really changed. Oh, I never got to grieve for the divorce.
Right. Right.
Because I
You were
went
just
right into
thrown
court.
into the court. Yeah.
And I had to deal with that.
Right.
And so everything just got bamboozled
Oh
for
yeah.
2 years.
Everything was accelerated. Boom. Boom. Boom.
Yeah. And like a true prophet and champion, I nailed it. Because
Absolutely.
I knew it was going to happen in the end. Because I have a crystal ball and I can see the positives in life.
Hey, call the operator. You're dialed in.
but like where most people get divorced, they have that time afterwards to be
Right.
sad and all that stuff.
Well, yeah. You're a little sad. You get time by yourself.
Add
You-
felony charges on top of that.
Oh boy.
And as you sit in the shower, you begin to understand why people can get to the brink of suicide.
Yeah.
That's how bad it got, at least for me. And that wasn't even the divorce.
right.
The
Right.
divorce was like 3 months, we're done.
Yeah.
Yep. Bing, bang, boom.
And if you ever have, feelings like that, reach out to a friend or a family member.
That's what I want to say.
Yeah.
That's where Casey and T-Bot came in so huge and how all this began anyway. They've been there for me from day one.
Right.
And I cannot say enough about how much I appreciate them.
2 awesome friends.
Yes. And I will never be able to repay them for what they've done emotionally and, not physically, because that sounds
Mentally.
weird, but mentally
Yep.
and all that stuff. They're
Right.
here. They checked on me. They made sure I had stuff. They told me
That's
what to do.
awesome.
And that was awesome.
Yep.
And I want everyone to know that because I want everybody to know
Yeah,
how
if
good those two
if you
people
got
are.
Any kind of feelings like that, reach out.
Yeah, well, it's
To somebody.
but that's the thing. Yeah, dudes don't do that.
No, it's a lot. I think it's a lot harder for guys.
We don't
Because-
talk about crying in the shower.
No.
We don't talk about what the hell did I do wrong,
Yeah,
or where could I have done something different,
different. Right.
and why is it like this?
Yep.
But to be honest, at the end of everything, I'm better off now.
You're
I am
looking-
better off.
You're looking good, guy.
So
Let me tell you,
things are better.
you did a bounce back, and I love it.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much because it was really tough for a
shows
little while.
it shows a lot of your character. You're strong-willed. You got oomph.
It was that one day in the shower, like I was saying, where I was sitting there, I was like, Dedo, stop being a little bitch.
Yep.
Get yourself up, dust yourself off,
Clean yourself up.
and go kill it.
Get
You
back.
know you can.
Get back out there, bro.
And here we are,
Exactly.
podcasting like mofos. That's what I'm saying.
Love it.
But yeah, and I want to start talking about stuff on this show that people sometimes don't say. I will say anything about me for 2 reasons. 1, it's real. And 2, you'll never be able to use it against me now
Exactly.
because I said it out loud first.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, the psyche goes downhill quickly in a time like that. And divorce is bad.
Oh, it is.
And then anything else on top of that, then you get into court with child support and all that stuff. And one of the parties, and I don't want to say women or men, but one of the parties is just angry and bitter and
bitter,
wants to fight everything. Like,
Exactly.
what are you doing?
Yep.
You're not solving any problem.
No, you're creating more.
Yeah, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
Cut the shit.
Yep.
It's like, just figure out what's best for the kids and get the hell out of there.
Exactly.
Otherwise, the court is just going to take your money, and that's all they want.
That's all it is. Yeah.
So it's like being a single dad afterwards.
Well,
I relied a lot on my ex-wife. I did. And I knew it the entire time. And I would stop every once in a while and say, listen, I don't always say the right things. I don't always do the right things.
Right.
But I want you to know I appreciate you and I love you.
Yep.
I was like, you do a lot around here, and without you, this house won't run.
Right.
And it didn't do any good. It didn't get any farther than I got.
Yeah.
So now you look at it and you're like, what the fuck did I say that shit for?
Yeah.
Why'd I give her all that credit? She was just going to do this anyway.
Well, that shows your character, though. You know?
I know. And I also
That's
said,
the type of guy you are.
well, I'm a prophet. I always try and be nice and positive. I also said, there's one thing I say to everybody, but I said it to my wife. I was like, listen, if anything goes on besides me, if a guy ever stops slapping you on the butt, leave him immediately.
Yeah.
Because if he's into you, he'll just come up and pat you on the butt.
Right.
Tell you he loves you.
There you
And if
go.
he pats you on the butt without saying anything, that pat on the butt is, I love you. Because it's one of those, I know it sounds perverse, but technically it's one of those sweet little things that you don't realize, and you let it go over your head.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But it's one of those little intimate things
Absolutely.
between you and your significant other.
Yeah.
You just pat her on the butt and be like,
Well, that's
what
like,
are we doing today?
well, here's my thing with Mrs. Keebler. This is one of the things, and I probably wouldn't say this, but like you said, we're going to come out and tell you. Every time I shave,
Oh, here comes one.
No. Every time I shave, I walk up to her, I go cheek from side to mouth, give her a kiss, side to the other mouth, give her a kiss, and say, smooth.
I told you it was coming. I told you it was coming.
No. You want one? I got one for you.
No, I want you to roll into the show like you did last time. I want you to get better at that because it'll make the show even better.
But no, that's a true story. I do say that. Rub my cheek on one side, give her a kiss, rub it on the other side, give her a kiss, and then say, smooth.
God.
Yeah, a little
Bam, done. I have little idiosyncrasies in myself that I do, like peanut butter and butter itself.
Yeah.
It got to be flat in the container at all times.
Boy.
And I can't stand when somebody just jams a spoon into it.
Oh,
It drives me nuts. I will spend the next 3 hours just trying to flatten it all out again.
Next episode, I'm bringing my peanut butter
I
over.
would tell my ex-wife all the time, "You're gonna miss this when it's gone." And maybe she does, maybe she doesn't. I don't know, but it's those little idiosyncrasies that you start
I'll give
to
you
miss.
another. I'll give you another story about a dad daughter. If that's a situation you have out there, started doing laundry on my own. I got good at it, but
It's real hard.
Yeah, I know. It's not, well, I think I got good at it. Baby steps. Anyway, I started noticing my daughter's, putting her clothes away, that her underwear was not around. I'm like, what's going on? And I go, this was a hard one. And I go, I don't know if I'm going to reach out to some of you guys here, but she was at the age where she got her friend.
Oh.
You know, that it was that time of the month.
Yeah.
And she didn't understand, and she didn't know how to bring it up to me. So she was hiding it between her mattress and her box spring. So finally, one day I started looking around the room, and I saw it sticking out from the mattress. And I'm not trying. I mean, if she's ever listens to this, I'm not trying to embarrass her, but it's just a story that
guys need to relate to, because some might be single dads with daughters.
Absolutely.
Yep.
And so I actually had my mother talk with her, and thank God for my parents. They did a lot for me when I got divorced, and we hashed it out. And we talked about it, and then it was resolved. But I had no idea what was going on. I'm like, man, she bringing all her underwear over to, my ex's, to her mom's? Made the call, she said, no, she just got her, 4 or 5 pairs here or whatever. And it was like kind of a learning experience. But I didn't know,
And she didn't know how to tell you.
And she didn't know how to tell me.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was kind of a eye-opener.
Yeah.
So.
I don't have that problem because I have a son.
Right.
But I'm assuming I'm going to find a stiff sock at some point and be like, oh, God.
Yeah, that's probably coming in a couple of years.
Yeah, I don't want to know about it.
Yeah.
He's going to clean his own room.
And a stash of magazines.
Quickly, though, because we're long now. So when did you realize that you rediscovered yourself after the divorce and who you were and parenting as a single dad?
It took me a few years, but what actually got me going was online dating. I started doing some online dating, and I was a little skeptic about it at first, but I met a lot of nice people, and that's eventually where I met Mrs. Keebler.
No kidding.
Yeah.
I would have said the opposite.
Match.com, and we actually grew up together. we were in the same class in high school.
I want to pretend like I don't know the story, but I do.
Yeah, you kind of do. But yeah, I did meet a lot of nice people. And once I started, after, getting adjusted to, my income, it felt good, because I got a little help from like I was saying, my parents did a lot for me. And they actually took over my car payment for a while.
Wow.
Yeah, that's how bad it was getting. I mean, I kind of wanted to still kind of live the lifestyle I was at when I was married.
That's the biggest hurdle to get over.
It is, let me tell you. And then things started coming together. I got to do a little overtime, adjusted on what I was spending, and took my car payment back over and blah, blah, blah. Here we are. I'm sitting with the big guy.
Hey-o. Because I got you here.
Yeah, you did.
I knew you were going to do it.
But yeah, that's basically, being divorced. I mean, there was a lot of learning.
The one thing in any event like this is to just focus on doing what you got to do.
Yeah.
And people say that, and it's like, shut up, you're stupid, you don't know what it's like. And they don't. But honestly, what I found is this shit never goes away.
No.
You mentioned Martha's Vineyard, I immediately think of being married.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
right.
it's never going to go away. You learn how to deal with it. But what you need to do is just say, that shit's done.
Oh,
Time to move on.
Tell you the truth, I really don't have many memories about being married, to tell you the truth.
At this point, I'd call them nightmares.
I kind of feel my kids were my memories and stuff, but I found a fantastic woman, and I know Mrs. Keebler well, and love her to death. And
she's okay.
All right, I'll
let
her tell you that. But yeah, we get along very well, and we complement each other, and there it is.
You guys look happy. You are happy.
We do well, yeah.
And you do very well.
We're good.
Yeah. It's like you're not one of the couples I would want to go over your house and sit there for dinner. You are one of the couples. You're not one of the couples I wouldn't want to do that to.
Right.
Is the way it was supposed to sound.
Yep.
You guys invited me over for dinner. I'm like, yep, I'm going, because they're just good people.
Thank you.
They work together, and it's not like,
you're one righteous dude.
Are they going to fight again? Are they like Deado and anybody he's with at the time? I'm like Taylor Swift now.
Oh boy.
I'm just kidding. That being said, well, you already gave us some of your fails. What are some of your wins that you did?
Some of my wins.
Yeah.
Well, I focused more on doing coaching for my kids. I got involved in their sports, which really helped a lot. So it kind of brought us more connected. You know what I mean? So like for my daughter, softball, for my son, baseball. Him and I used to he learned golf. When he was young, took him for golf lessons. So yeah, I mean, stuff was good.
So like unexpected bonding moments.
Yeah.
All right, that's cool. I like I said, I went through a lot through the court and all that stuff. And my son was in a bad way for a little while. And it's going to have some everlasting effects on him.
Right.
And I got to figure out how to help him to get over that.
Does he see anybody or?
Not yet.
You don't mind me asking? But...
No, he doesn't. And I often wonder if I should, but I don't. And I have a different view on therapy because I'm a talker, and so is he, and you know it.
Oh, yeah.
He's exactly like me.
Yeah.
And like one of my biggest wins was this past Christmas.
Okay.
Because I had everything back together. I was out of court. Everything was done. Spending more time with him, being less absorbed in everything else.
And everything else, right. You got to focus more on him. Yeah.
Right. And he got what he wanted. That is what my Christmas present was, the smile on his face.
Awesome.
That was awesome. One of my biggest fails was getting married in the first place.
Don't go to Pearl Jam con.
No, that's how he got here.
That's how he got it.
We'll get into that later. Because, we're running low on time. We're really chatting this up. This is nice. One of my most unexpected bonding moments is I helped him. He wanted to change his room around. He wanted to rearrange his room. I said, all right, we're going to do this. We're going to go for it.
Okay.
I ended up putting a movie theater in there.
Say what?
Kid's got 100-inch screen on his ceiling.
Does he really?
Yeah. He's got his computer set up there. He is happier than a pig in slop. And now I go up there to watch movies with him.
No
and
kidding.
We sit there. He wants to be with me as long as it's in his room.
Right.
I'm like, all right, buddy, that's fine. I'll sit in your room as long as I can hang out with you.
Yeah, you have your space where you guys are together. And
yep.
Awesome.
And he's teaching me Fortnite, so he thinks it's
Christ,
amazing. And
I haven't played video games or I'm not a gamer anymore, And
the biggest thing with parenting is nobody knows shit.
No.
So take your parenting advice and shove it up your butthole.
Yeah, you got to learn on the fly.
That shit blows my skirt up.
Yeah, you can't read a book about it and apply it. You just got to go.
My kid has watched every movie ever since the day he was born. And most
so
people look
there's
at
no,
me.
yeah. So there's no rated. He gets R-rated movies.
He gets everything.
Everything.
Horror movies, whatever.
That's a good
Gets
way.
it all.
It's kind of a good way to learn,
Yeah, but people judge it.
as long as he doesn't tell the yeah. As long as he tell one of his peers or teachers or whatever to go F off.
There's no Santa Claus.
Oh boy.
And he has the ability now to speak like I do, candidly, frankly, and right to your face
Oh,
and insult you. And that's where the
I know that.
oh yeah,
I felt the wrath last week.
Harvard's not waiting for you. You stupid ass.
There's hope for him.
Yeah, there is. Now, I'm going to cut out one segment here because I thought it was a little goofy.
Yep.
Actually, I'll go into it a little bit. Any funny story that for a dad hack that you had to do that you remember that sticks out in your mind?
Let me think. You caught me off guard on that one. Not really.
I had one. It was
You got?
yeah.
Let me hear yours and let me think about this.
One time I cut shin guards out of an old pizza box
Oh boy.
so he
Are
could
you
go play
kidding me?
soccer.
Soccer?
Yeah, because they wouldn't be able to tell. It would still be the
Oh yeah,
shape.
yeah, because they're in the socks. That's
And he
pretty cool.
couldn't play without them. So I cut shin guards out of a pizza box and
I'm
sent
trying
them
to
to
think.
soccer.
No, I don't really think I have anything like that. But that's a good one. Love it.
So, in the end, here we are, 23 minutes. We made it. We did
Again?
okay. Look at that.
Guys, I could go on forever with you.
I can go on forever, baby. But trying to balance work and parenting and having a social life, like you touched on the
Yeah.
Match.com, is crazy.
Yeah.
And to be honest, myself at least, I'm not doing the social life until he's grown.
Well-
Because I already did it once and it didn't work, and I'm not doing that to him again.
Right.
I'll go at it later on in life.
It took me 5 years before I went out on a date.
That's about what it's going to take. He'll be basically 19 by then.
Yeah, it was roughly 5 years. And it took me, well, I'm going to tell you exactly. It was 11 years before I got remarried after I got divorced.
I don't know.
It was like, there's a time you need to be, and I'll tell you one story, is my ex-wife got married 13 months after I got divorced.
Yeah, I can see that happening with my ex-wife.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if like tomorrow. Oh, did you hear? But I'm not doing that.
No, you need time for yourself.
I failed my son enough already where it's time to shut the fuck up, grow up,
Grow up, yeah.
and sit there and be there for him
Right,
because he's here. He didn't ask to be here.
right.
I want him to be here, and I want him to want to be here.
Exactly.
So now
There
I
you
got to
go.
just focus on that.
Love it.
So that's my whole overview of everything. And
Yeah, this is a good topic. I mean, like you said, stuff I probably wouldn't have said, but I'm going to say it first to you, and you can't hold anything against me.
Nope.
Because it's all true.
it's all true.
Yeah.
As long as you come out and just spout out what happened,
Right.
nobody can ever use anything against you. And if they try, you mean that's not the way it went.
Shout out to Sammy J. If you have kids, stay strong with Jeremy and
It's Jason
Jason
and
Sorry.
James.
And James.
We're just going to call him Triple J.
Triple J.
Now we got to call him Triple J. It was all right. We could have just called him JJ.
Oh, there you go.
But no, you had to throw Jeremy in
I have
there.
to throw Jeremy.
Where the hell did that come
I have
from?
no idea.
Oh, my God.
But Sammy J. Stay strong, Sammy J.
The struggle is real.
I have a shirt. The struggle is real.
Yeah.
It's a dinosaur with his short arms grabbing for a pizza slice. The struggle is real.
That's like me.
Can't get at it.
That's like me sitting at a table
Yep.
with everybody around, ready to with the check on the table, and I'm reaching for my wallet. Struggle is real. All right, give it to us now. Go.
What do you got?
I don't know, you joke.
Oh, why do I gotta give you a joke now?
Well, because we're at the end.
Oh, come on, man. I'll save it for the for YouTube.
Boy, oh boy, hey.
All right. What do you call a guy? What do you call a Spanish guy who just got discharged from the hospital?
Exito?
Manuel.
Oh, God. Yeah. I did that to myself.
You did.
I set it up like an idiot.
Yeah. I should have just let that go flow out in the middle of something.
Well, it really didn't come up.
But no.
Well, it would have. When you're parenting well, you're man well. See how I tie it in? There we go. All right, everybody, that's the end of this show. We're over a little bit, but it doesn't include editing yet.
Yeah, we'll cut some stuff out.
Yeah. All right, guys. We're at the end, and as always, be good. Hey, everybody. It's Dedo. I want to give a shout out to my buddy Larry over at Legendary Graphics. He designed our logo for us. Came out fantastic. He does wraps. He does all kinds of customized stuff for you. If you get a chance, go to legendary.com. That's legendary.com. Check it out for anything you need. All right, guys. Thanks. Be good.
Sockeytome.
Hey, everybody. It's Dedo. Thanks for checking out the show today. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, subscribe to us. We can hook up, interact. You can tell us what you like about the show. Talk about what you don't like about the show. Give us information and insight. We'd appreciate it. We only want to make the show better for you guys. Also, if you get a chance, head over to sumassembly.net. That's our sponsor, and he could really use some business. All right? As always, everybody, be good.
Sockeytome.